It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world! Yeah!
Welcome in to Best in the World, hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. We got Trell, the OTC from Sports for You Wrestling, in the building. What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? Another Thursday, 4th of July weekend. We ain't got to work tomorrow. Let's go.
Tomorrow? I didn't work today. Shoot.
Oh, we just flexing today, aren't we, Jeremy?
That's right. Jeremy in the house, too. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Same old, man. It's hot.
Yes, it is. It's hot every damn where, so that's the deal here. Summer has started, baby.
Yes, sir.
July.
So is Mina. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Wrestling's been hot. How you guys enjoying wrestling so far, man?
Hello for faith. I'm enjoying wrestling pretty well. I mean, Night of Champions was good. Monday Night Raw is good, and there's a lot of rumors and hearsay regarding SummerSlam. So I'm looking forward to see how that's coming along.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's been really good this week. Evolution kind of blew up, but other than that,
Do you
I
not
think
like
Liv getting hurt kind of hurt that quite a bit.
It did.
Yeah.
Do you not like the idea of the Battle Royal?
I do.
Okay.
Because I already got two people I wouldn't mind seeing winning.
Well, it also gives a lot of people that would otherwise get no TV time and gives them TV time. So that's always good.
So I'm thinking it's going to be another 6-match card, and one of the matches is the Battle Royal.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be Hunter's MO.
Right.
I mean, yeah, they have to do damage control, no pun intended. We don't know if the Battle Royal was still going to be there or not, but Liv Morgan's footprints was supposed to have been all over that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like they built it around her this time.
They were.
Big hit, man.
Well, the cool thing, though, is that when she comes back, it's going to be good. So, because there's already built-in stories. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to it, man. Talk about some news and rumors here. Roman and Cody Rhodes have both been cast into the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, I thought that Cody Rhodes one was a joke.
That's what I saw. I saw it was real.
I've been seeing it all over the place too.
Yeah, I saw it was real.
This is gonna be a WWE feature, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get Braun Strowman against Zangief.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Batista lost all that mass though.
Yeah. I'm upset they didn't do Mike Tyson as Balrog. Like, bro,
right?
That was him. That was Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because isn't who's playing Dudley? Are they doing Dudley?
I don't know.
Dudley? Oh, I don't think so.
He was from Street Fighter. The English dude with the he was a boxer, but he had the suit on, the slacks.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, isn't it?
OG Street Fighter 2 characters.
Oh, it's talking about I was talking about the later ones. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think they're doing, but I mean, I could be.
Oh, they're doing old school. Then cool. I'm down with it. Yeah, Roman Reigns as Akuma. Perfect.
Cena could have probably been Guile. That wouldn't have been a bad cast.
I mean, I love Cody in it because of the blonde.
Yeah.
I know they could easily do anything like that.
I mean, Cena could be the other guy that was supposedly that looks like Guile. What was his name?
No, like I could see the American tat on his neck and everything for Guile. Like it, I think Cody's the perfect one, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like he's literally Captain America right now in the WWE.
I'll be interested to see his tweet tomorrow.
Yeah. So, speaking of American, Chad Gable had shoulder surgery. So he's gonna be out a while. But if Chad is hurt, who is El Grande Americano there?
So, let's go ahead and put the rumors to rest right now that it was never Chad.
No.
Right, it was never Chad. It was never Chad.
Somehow, Grande Americano got some BB knees, BBL in the knees, and became Venti Americano.
Well, he also got his neck stretched.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Kaiser Americano.
Grande de Venti, yes.
I like how they're bringing him in. So now people can start complaining about Chad Gable needing to be Grande Americano to pull off the luchador thing. Now they can stop because now they're going to have Ludwig take his place.
So could we see an Americano versus an Americano match?
Hey, you know what? I would die laughing if Chad Gable gets cleared and he comes back and it's like a Spider-Man meme and like, hey.
Maybe he can come back as Hogan's old character, Mr. America.
Oh man,
that'd be great.
I can see the comedy on that alone.
Like, please do the Spider-Man meme. That would be hilarious. Bro.
Yes,
I do like how they set this up with Kaiser, though, as far as him lurking in the background the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I'm like, is he about to? And now it makes sense. He saw what happened. He went to go suit up like Batman.
And that's the cool thing that WWE's doing now. Like even over like probably last year, I guess, is you have to pay attention to what's going on in the background. I love that.
Something's always going on.
So they didn't fool us.
The rumor train going here with Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, now y'all remember the infamous promo between Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton, where Charlotte says, "That's why Kaiser was in my DM."
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, the word on the street is Tiffy's single now, and that was true. Kaiser was in the DMs, bro.
No,
that's the first time I've heard that.
Me too. No, and if she is single, I'm pretty sure it's not because. Even if she is single, I'm pretty sure that's not because she was in Charlotte, of all people, DMs after the damaged goods she is right now.
I'm just
saying, Tiffany's not doing herself any favors right now.
I mean, everyone's overreacting with the whole. I know what you're talking about, but it's yeah.
Well, this is the second incident, so it's not really looking good for her. So I can see them taking the title off of her just for optics.
Oh, she was gonna do that anyway. She wasn't beating Jade. Jade was beating her anyway. It was her time to lose.
I think it's too soon for Jade. If she does win, it'll be a Naomi cash in, or
that's what I'm saying. That is gonna tie into the Naomi thing. So herself probably won't get her hands on that title again until probably next year.
Yeah, I think it's too soon for Jade.
Sting will make an appearance at All In. I don't know what capacity it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have the face paint on, and it's going to be Sting.
Yep. One last time, looking like Scott Steiner's older brother.
So if he's going to be there, that makes me think Darby Allin's going to be there too.
Of course. Of course.
And it'll be tied into the Moxley match, would be my guess.
Yeah, or you can have him in the Battle Royal, the Casino Battle Royal.
Because the whole Moxley thing start with Darby?
Yep.
Yeah, so that would make sense. Throw him in there.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Let's go to our next one. Sticking with AEW. AEW Dynamite had their 300th episode this past week. So congratulations to them for sure.
Wait.
But let's start off with Hangman.
Wait. Okay. So I got home late, so I didn't see this. Is that Hangman giving Mina a buckshot lariat?
Yes, it is.
This is what he's doing in AEW?
I watched it today. I was like, no way. I mean, hey.
This is what we're doing. We're going back to the good old days of men assaulting women. And
here's the funny thing about all this too. Like everybody was all up in arms when Moxley hit Willow, right?
Yes.
Why is there no outcry for this?
Yes.
Because the woman was black, and the whole being spit on because the woman was black. But when the white woman gets a clothesline from hell, crickets.
Fine.
And it looks like he laid it in on her too.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he didn't hold
laid
back.
her ass out.
He didn't hold back. But she smacked him like 10 times in the face before this. So
put your hands on someone.
I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
It was actually the first time I watched Dynamite in like a month.
As soon as you turn on the TV, it's somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
But in TNA, look, the women and the men make contact.
Yeah.
And I've seen several times where a man just like grab a hand of hair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's one thing, grab a hand of hair, but DDTs and buckshot layers, I'm like, oh, we're going back to the Attitude Era.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if it makes sense, I mean, I think that's okay, but just to do it, just to do it.
Yeah.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
No.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So do we think Hangman's got a shot at taking the title from Moxley here?
I think Darby's going to come back and help him.
Okay.
I want to say yes, but I think I'm going to go back to my original theory from last year when I said when this whole thing started, Darby's going to be the Sting of AEW, and he's going to be the one to rip that title off of Hollywood Hogan, a.k.a. Jon Moxley, and become the AEW champion because he vowed that he will be AEW champion. So I think somehow Moxley's going to get past Hangman now that we know there's a Texas death match now. So he's going to get past Mox, but if he does, he's definitely losing to Darby. Darby's going to be the one.
Okay, so I'm going to say something a little old school here. With Darby's size, how could he be a credible world champion?
Oh, well, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
You book him right. Book him right. I mean, he's beaten the guy from King, Brody King. He's beaten Brody King multiple times.
True.
Yeah, but they treat Brody like he's a jobber too a lot of the times.
Yeah, because of the booking. So if he can beat Brody King twice, I mean, he can beat anybody for that championship.
Yeah, there's no reason they should be booking Brody like they are. He should be a monster.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely over.
Mm-hmm. Even more now.
Well, they're even doing it with Lance Archer. I mean, he's a NCP at this point.
Yeah, he's just old.
He's a big dude. Is not really that big. And he wants to be a monster. Like
yeah,
I'm not really.
Brody King is a monster.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm buying more from him.
Thesaurus.
So, all right, and also on Dynamite, we saw Mercedes Moné
yes,
her TBS title, beating Mina Shirakawa. I was hoping the reign. Okay,
no,
good.
Save it for Tony.
Hey man, you would think with Mercedes going into Texas, challenging for the AEW championship, you would think she would lose the TBS title
Right.
to Tamina on her way to beating Tony Storm, because this is where we're heading. She's beating Tony Storm,
Yeah. I
so
agree.
she at least could have dropped that title to Mina. So now she's literally got the keys to the entire women's division.
Yeah.
I'd be so disappointed. I would not be a fan of Grande Americano if he's actually dating Charlotte Flair. Nope. How you gonna dump someone like that to get with damaged goods? I mean, literally, she's emotionally damaged goods right now.
He likes what he likes. It's fine. Tiffy.
It's a rebound.
I guess. But anywho, yeah,
Wilder
she should have
on
dropped it. She should have dropped the title because she was wilding yesterday. Shout out to her and Mortos, by the way.
We broke up with y'all last week.
Yeah, but they did a TikTok together, so you can pretty much all but confirm it's official.
Oh,
yeah, she even alluded to it because he just passed the bar, and she was talking about suing people.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she should have. She has control of the entire women's division.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Okay, I see it now.
While they're on next, while taking next. That's crazy.
Go ahead, be man. Handle your business, bro.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at you, bro. You know, good for you. Good for you.
Well,
Meanwhile, Kazi's looking at her like, damn.
So today was kind of since I watched it today, it was kind of my first exposure to Mina.
Oh, really?
Damn. Yeah. So I was sitting there watching her entrance. I was like, damn, she's gonna be blowed up by the time she gets to the ring. What's she doing?
Yeah, she got a whole dance routine, bro.
Yeah. I was like, man, she's gonna be the ultimate warrior. Get there and not be worth a shit.
Yeah.
She has great assets. But anywho.
That warrior did get blown up, bro. But like his whole interest was running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the ropes.
Yep. He's only got 2 moves.
Yeah. So you put him and Goldberg in a match together. Oh, brother.
then you got a total of 4 moves.
That's great. All right. The Young Bucks will defend their EVP titles against Swerve and Will Ospreay. But on the line for them, they're going to be prohibited from going for any championships for a year.
No,
it's just for the world title. It's just for the world title.
It's a world title. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The stipulations are always pretty
high stakes.
Hard to understand there. And so that's what's going on with that. What's your thoughts on the matchup, the stipulations, all this kind of stuff?
Jeremy, want to go? Oh, okay. I would not be surprised if they lose and we get a Swerve heel turn, because Swerve was not happy about Ospreay saying that. He's like, bro, I've been working my ass off to get this rematch for this championship.
Right.
And it's almost like you better not lose.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah. So either these guys win and they're going to be VPs for who knows how long, for a month, for a week, I don't know.
Right.
Which I don't. Like I said last week, it'd be kind of cool if they do that. They go that route, something funny, something different. But a stipulation like that, I can see them losing. And now when they can't challenge the world title, oh yeah, Swerve. I can see Swerve turning heel and destroying Will Ospreay.
Okay, I'm 75% there with you. I think it's going to be Ospreay that's going to turn.
Setting up Swerve, huh? So Swerve is going to take the pin and Ospreay is going.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Ospreay went with the Bucks.
Ooh.
Weren't they in Bullet Club together?
I don't think Ospreay was ever in Bullet Club.
I don't think Ospreay was in Bullet Club, yeah.
Yeah. He was the United Empire. He was in that group, but he wasn't part of Bullet Club at all. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
And really, Ospreay kind of needs to mix it up right now anyway.
Yeah.
Swerve's already done the heel thing.
Yeah, Swerve is the tweener, so he can go either way. So
Yeah,
Osprey, I can see Osprey being that.
And Swerve's so freaking over. I mean, so is Osprey, but I think Swerve's more over than Osprey is as a whole.
I don't know. I think they probably wouldn't what when it comes to AEW. Maybe worldwide, Osprey might be more known than Swerve. I don't know.
Oh yeah, worldwide, Osprey's the man.
Just he's been doing it so dang long.
Yeah.
he's like they build him as the next the successor to Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
So, but I mean, it'd be cool if they both win to see what kind of rules they would come up with, what kind of matches they would book, what kind of hell they would give the VPs.
I don't think they would be the EVPs, would they?
Yeah, that's what's on the line. Yeah. Well, not like
I thought it was just for the Bucks to lose their title.
No, they will be the EVPs if they beat the Bucks. Yeah.
Okay. So what if Osprey and Swerve both beat the Bucks, then Osprey wins the AEW title, and Swerve turns on him?
Well, he got to beat Darby Allin.
Hunger takes over 2 kings, 1 crown. See that? See that? All right. So, any more AEW thoughts before we leave AEW here? Talk about Hurt Business. Forgot about them.
Yeah, I was about to say the Hurt Syndicate. So that little tag team that they got going up against them, they speedrunners. Not speedrunners. Spit. What was
it? I don't know who that.
It was Speed something. It was Speed something.
Speedball Belly and
Jet Speed.
Jet Speed. There you go. I mean, I kind of like that little story they got going. They kept whooping them down, and just kept getting back up. So it's like you make sure you believe that they're gonna be the ones to dethrone the Hurt Business, Syndicate, excuse me. But I don't see that, so I'm still waiting on what tag team they're gonna put together, or what tag team they're gonna sign to really give the Hurt Business a run for their money.
Those guys kind of irritated me a little bit. So they come out and their ribs are all bandaged up.
Yes.
But they hurl themselves over the top rope and hit them with their ribs and don't even sell it. It's like, come on. It's like, you got to think about what you're doing there.
It's a good question. Who's actually going to be Ricochet's people? His team.
Is he forming a stable?
Yeah, he's looking for one. So he keeps bumping into different tag teams like, nah, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. That kind of thing. I
have a question on that. Why not Max Caster?
Yeah.
It's one person. How's one person going to help?
I mean, those two could be a team. I mean, he wants the tag team titles. He wants some type of gold. So him and Max Caster, they both annoying as hell. Kayfabe wise. I mean, they got so many people they're not using. They can literally just add anybody. To be honest with you, they really could. They can really just add anybody at this point. Hell, me and you, Dale, can just go walk up in there and be like, "Oh, we'll do it."
There you go.
They were going to just give him the Gates of Agony and let them be his muscle, and
put them back on TV.
Going angle.
Yeah, but I think he wants to be a tag team. I don't know what the direction is, but right now I'm just gonna say Max Caster. Max Caster, he hasn't really been around lately. Anthony Bowens is doing his own thing, so I would say Max Caster would be maybe one of the Guns. Where are they at? They still on injury reserve? Or
throw Anthony Bowens back in there and have him go after the trios titles.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Dan House is WWE confirmed.
Damn, him and he going on the same roster? Oh,
he just had a baby.
That's gonna feed families.
Yeah, he just had a baby.
That is gonna feed families.
He would be perfect for WWE, NXT specifically.
Definitely NXT. Definitely NXT.
Well, let's talk some NXT. Luca Crucifino stands on his own. He hits the Don. He hits Stacks. He on his own now. What's the deal with this story?
Right now, I'm not buying it. I think eventually Lucifino is probably going to join Stacks, but for now, I can see this heading into like a triple threat. Have them just settle it, square up at a Great American Bash, the battle of the family, and that's all I see it, and have the Don be on his way.
Yeah, I like that happened because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I'd have thought he would have gone with one or the other. So I do like the little wrinkle that they threw in there.
They had an angle just like this, and I saw a girl walking down the stairs, and I thought that was Rizzo. I swear, it probably was just somebody in the crowd, but I could have swore it was Rizzo.
Maybe it was.
I mean, if they really are exploding the family, Rizzo's probably gonna come back and just be on her own.
Yeah, I guess so.
Come back out of hiding. The family is disbanded. Stacks is doing his thing. Lucifino's doing his thing. The Don is heading to the main roster, and she can just come back just like Thea Hill. Just come back solo.
I've got no faith in Rizzo on her own. No.
I saw something, and take this with a grain of salt because it came from Dave Meltzer.
Oh.
He basically said that they wasted Thea. It's like, I think she'll be fine.
Yeah, I give her another 6 months to a year. Unfortunately, she's gonna be one of those. Is like, you've been here for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the roster's so freaking stacked too.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, she's having beef right now with Jada Parker, so that's doing pretty good. So good old Jake. Get back on the show, Jake.
Yeah. Luca saw the empire fading, so he decided to build his own.
Yep. It's like everyone's going their own way. Shit, I'm Meltzer.
I agree.
About
if I'm reading something and it has Meltzer's name, Vince Russo's name, and we can throw Jonathan Coachman in there now.
Oh, definitely Jonathan.
I just disregard.
Definitely Jonathan Coachman. I mean, that dude gets on my nerves.
Really off the chain now.
He pissed me off with the whole Bailey hot take, and it's like, bro, just stop.
Yeah.
Well, he's on.
That's what it is. I need to try to come up with some kind of hot takes, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah. just to get out there and be relevant.
Yeah.
Put a little clip out on the internet, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like one of these days Meltzer's actually gonna have something that's pure gold, and it's like the boy who cried wolf is like, ain't no one gonna be believing the word.
Well, and if you really pay attention to what he says, he'll say one thing, and then in the next sentence he'll be like, or not. Just talk out of both sides of his mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Jeremy definitely subscribes to Cornette.
No, I do not. I used to listen to him all the time. I haven't listened to him in over a year.
Sometimes he makes sense. Sometimes it's like, all right, Jim, you're gonna have to go to sleep.
He started going off on the politics. I was like, no, I ain't doing it. It's like I can't do it anymore. It's like,
all right. Cullen looks like they got a new member in Tatum Paxley. Jake, this is your time to shine here, Jake. Talking about Tatum Paxley. So, Troy, what you think about this story here, man?
Obviously, we can all see that they're using Tatum at this point. But I mean, she might find a footing with the calling. She's trying to fit in, so it could be her. I would not be surprised if it's her and Izzy Dane at Evolution in that Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match representing NXT. Because they out here trying to make moves and stuff, and they already got a tag team shot against Hank and Tank. So they already got a tag team shot against Hank and Tank. So why not the women? I mean, but Izzy already pinned the women's North American champion, so it looks like she's probably on her way to getting a title shot at the Great American Bash.
duty.
So either she can pull double duty, or maybe if they can fix their relationship, Ruka and Zara, I can see them represent NXT as well.
Tatum Paxley, she's a perfect fit for the Cullen as far as like the outcasts and everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good call, putting her in there with them.
All right, she's gonna help Izzy win the North American title at Great American Bash.
Oh yeah, that's a shoe in. That's a definitely shoe in.
Okay.
She'd be like, yay! Vince buying AEW. Tony Khan's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Vince is done with wrestling business. He can try, but he's done.
He has people he can get. I wouldn't put it past him. He has loyalists that will work for him again. Probably not
Johnny Ace.
Yeah, not him. He'd rather him out on the stand. So
he's straight rolled on him.
So it won't be him. Bruce Pritchard. Always get him. Dunn. Bring him back. You know, there's a lot of people on his payrolls. Maybe some wrestlers they let go. That hey, you want to come here and you know.
So I guess Hogan and Bischoff tried putting an amateur wrestling thing together, and it's flopping.
Yes, I was going to get to what John is saying, because there's also talks of TNA pulling up for Evolution as well. So
that will be great. They really should do that. I don't know why they're not already part of it.
It's probably going to be a surprise.
Of Evolution.
I mean, it's probably going to be a surprise because they're still trying to rebuild the whole thing anyway. So if it's a battle royal, definitely going to see the Iconics in there. You're probably going to see.
Well, they just came back a few weeks ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they just came back to TNA a few weeks ago. They had a match. It looked pretty good still. I mean, what's her name looks totally different though.
Billy Kay.
Billy Kay,
I thought that too.
Shout out to her being a new mom and all. You know that's
totally different. I recognize Cass.
And if you know who pulls up in that battle royal, then hell is officially frozen over. And that who I'm talking about is Tessa Blanchard. She pulls up in this battle royal.
I thought you talking about Saraya.
Man, I don't even know how TNA keeps her anymore with all the hate that she's got.
Jake,
there he is.
Did someone say Tatum Paxley?
Yep, we sure did.
Hey,
Go ahead. Talk your Tatum Paxley stuff, Jake.
I don't know. I feel like you don't give her enough credit, Dale. That's why I sent you that picture the other day, but not the point.
Whoa.
Anything to keep her on TV, I'll take, because I think she is an extraordinary talent.
Yeah.
She had I think showed up twice on the main roster. If this is going to keep her on TV, I'm for it. I don't care.
Ooh, Faith, I like that one. I mean, I would love to see the Tonga Twins.
Will appear at Evolution. Anybody
I would love to see it. At this point, Evolution's up in the air, so anything's possible.
Right.
It really is. At this point, I would love to see the Tonga Twins in there.
The Anawai family buying WWE confirmed.
Oh, yeah. And Faith will be on Sports View Wrestling, the Fallout show, to talk about it if they do show up. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. They keep posting the word Evolution. All right. That's cool. Let's go.
I love it. Bring some more bloodline into the mix. Now some female bloodline. You can add Nia Jax with the Tongans and put Naomi in there, and boom, you got a little female bloodline right there.
So okay, Jake, back to your Tatum Paxley thing. You really want her to be JCJ?
Oh, 100%. That'd be fantastic. Sign me up for that tomorrow.
Hey, you know what? The fact that it's JC Jane, I'll allow it.
JCJ.
He is the most beatable champion ever.
I'll allow it.
This is why, you know what? At this point, I'd take Tegan Knox over Jason. That's how much I don't like her. Fucking penguin ass motherfucker with that. Hey, Tegan Knox was all right though. I feel like she got unnecessary hate.
She got hurt, and that was her downfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
She's a solid wrestler.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely a piece of glass out there. You had to watch
Yee-hoo!
Y'all gonna leave JC Jane alone.
Wasn't she in a
never-
Batman movie?
Uh-oh.
But yeah, no, I don't really.
On the monster Jasper Troy. But Jasper Troy been in some major spots. He loses his matches, but just been in major spots. And now he's gonna be in another one with Javon Evans.
Yeah, almost
like
busy
how
right now.
I like how they built Javon. He's going after all these big dudes.
Yep. And I mean, we gotta call a spade for spade. I mean, yes, Jasper Troy's that monster, but the man is still a rookie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yep.
So it's like we can't go in expecting he's just gonna clean house, and he's still green between the ears, man. He's still wet with Similac. So, but when it's time to figure it out and be dominant, they're gonna let him be dominant. But I can see him beat Evans, but I can also see Evans for sure pulling out the victory.
Yep.
I'm down with this.
Especially after the showing that he had against Oba.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, for me, Javon went from who the hell's this kid? This dude's freaking awesome.
So who would you guys have in the best of 7? Javon Evans or Prime Kofi?
Oh,
I'm playing recency bias. I'm sorry. I got Javon.
If it's Kofi in his prime, I'm gonna say Kofi.
I'm gonna go Javon Evans just because I think he got up higher. He gets up a lot higher.
Because he's taller. That's what it is. He's taller.
He's about 6'4".
He's bouncy.
He's got a full chest and he's aerodynamic.
It looks like he goes higher. How about that? There you go.
Yeah.
Now wait, are we talking about Kofi before or after the Jamaican accent?
Oh, Prime.
After Jamaican, he was still hitting his prime when he was like the United States champion. His Intercontinental title reigns.
All right, so it's feud with Randy Orton time.
Yeah, where he should have been feuding for the WWE title. Yes, that Kofi.
Man, it's tough to say because I do think Javon's still a little green around the ears as well, but I think he's got a lot more experience, and I would trust him with the title more than a couple other guys on the NXT roster. But again, I'm going recency bias. I'm still taking Evans.
Okay.
Oh, Faith. I like.
Oh yeah, she's been saying that recently a lot because she's been dissecting the Wyatt's little codes they be sending out. So she's been cracking the code.
I like this. If we could see Eric Rowan go out to NXT,
And destroy
blindside
Jimmy
after he finishes the match and stuff like that, that helped the Alliance a lot.
Yeah, because it's already gold in there. Then they're going for the tag team gold, and then that's gonna be crazy. The Wyatt's holding all the gold because they're taking what they owe.
It's on every TV program, bro.
Yeah. Let him come in and beat Hank and Tank.
Yep. Oh, if they don't win against the Profits, have them beat Hank and Tank.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do with Nikki? Just are they gonna bring in Charlotte and Alexa and have them become women's tag team champions on the main roster?
I could see that.
Because I'm interested with how that story is gonna play out. Because I know eventually it's gonna go right back to the Wyatts somehow.
I oddly like that pairing of Charlotte and Alexa though.
Well, that would make sense too because they have history, and it wouldn't just be them throwing two people together like they usually do.
And they could be the ones representing SmackDown. If it's not them, then Meechin and BFAB. But if I bet house money and an Evolution, I guarantee it's probably gonna be Charlotte and Alexa somehow.
Yeah, because they're kind of hinting towards that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they don't have enough tag teams for women.
Shout out to the main event mamas, newest members to the CCN family.
And if we're honest here, they should probably retire the tag titles because they don't have enough teams.
I agree. You have that way you can have more women focus on the women's Intercontinental and United States championships.
Okay.
Speaking of
Oh.
secondary, Sol Ruka. I was about to say, speaking of secondary titles, who's the North American champion right now? I was like, oh yeah, Sol Ruka. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yep. She hasn't really defended lately, so
I could see Zarya turning on her too.
It's happening eventually. They keep teasing these accidental, oops, my bad moments with these two. So it's coming.
Zarya's got that heel look. So I think
Hell
she'd be
yeah.
a good heel.
She has a badass look too, to where she could definitely hold.
Yeah, I really
title.
like her look.
She has that walk too. I love that walk she has too.
Yeah.
She's everything Sarah Logan wishes she could have been.
If Sarah Logan was that size, yes, I would agree. She could play a Viking really, really good. She really wanted to.
Yeah. She does give off that Nordic vibe, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's no shade towards Sarah Logan, maybe a little.
The glamour Blake Monroe comes out to save Jordan Grace. This was putting her in a spot to definitely be a face. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She coming to save the day, go up against Fatal Attraction or whatever,
Influence.
and beat them up. Like you can't mess this up, right?
Hey, who's DC character Jordan Grace is fighting?
Oh God. We're not gonna let this die, Trail. We're gonna continue this forever.
Disrespect.
As soon as she won that championship, I'm like, all right, someone's beating her instantly.
Hey, and you've been begging for Jordan Grace to get a win, bro. This could be it.
It has to be.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the zoo today, and I think I saw JC Jane there.
Damn.
Fatal Influence. There we go. Sorry.
Told you. I told you it was Fatal Influence.
If you wanted anybody from that faction to win the TNA championship, it should have been Henley, and I'm not even a big fan of her, but it should have been her. It would have been. How do I put
They
this?
put her on ice, bro. Like she was good.
It's literally like the better option. She should be the leader of that group. All JC is
yeah.
I mean, she
She's
was
a
actually the
backseat princess.
WWF.
Well, I think.
Come on now.
I think with JC, it's kind of her time running out.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much put up.
Give her the ball, let her run with it. You're gonna hang yourself. We're not gonna hang you. You're gonna hang yourself. That's what that is. Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
With that.
Agreed. That, I mean, yeah. Jordan Grace has to. If I don't see her on the main roster, I'm gonna be very disappointed she loses this match.
Yep.
Yeah. What I didn't like about Family Healing when they brought this stable together was the whole cow suit thing she wearing.
She look good in it though.
I wasn't a big fan of that. I liked the whole my mom has a bar and I help around a bar.
I mean, that's what they dress. That's what they dress when they go out, bro. They when they really go to a fancy, cowboy shindig, she puts on the fur coat, the boots, and the hat. That's she moved up from the Born stables to
They go full hick. They go full hick strong. You know that, Dale. Come on.
Yeah, that's her fancy. She's a rich country girl now.
Yeah, their perfumes. Their perfumes a little bit of that manure. So I mean,
She loaded up the truck and she went to Beverly Hills.
To Faith's point about JC not being believable, I 100% agree with that.
She's not.
Well, you can tell she's memorizing lines, and you just I don't like that.
She doesn't even go off the annoying chick. You have those annoying, chicks. But like Mean Girl, she doesn't even get off that.
That's Jasmine Nix. They picked the wrong person out of that group.
I'm just saying.
Jasmine Nix, again, a pretty face that I have no idea anything about. Nothing.
They need to have her in the ring more because I don't know what it is.
If you notice during this whole scrum right here,
she's
on the outside.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
They should have had her in there with the numbers game.
I'm a bet money that's probably Kiara. But yes, Gigi should have stayed more because she had that look. If they really pushed her and Tatum Paxton were a good duo.
Yeah.
They should have been tag team champions.
Yeah, if I had to make an assumption on that, I feel like Jasmine Nix probably has an injury, but it's not serious enough to take her off of TV. That's why she's not getting in any physicality or anything.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. I agree. Hey, it could have been your sister. I'm just saying. I don't know who operates the. My bad.
Okay. All right, let's get to Night of Champions, man. And yesterday I heard you talk about the street fight between Rhea Ripley and Big Mommy Cool there, Trell. So talk to me about this match.
Big Mommy Cool, I like that.
It was all I wanted out of Raquel. I didn't even care if she lost. Just bring me the old Raquel from NXT, and that's what we got. I mean, even with Roxanne coming in, making a little interference, getting dumped in a trash can like a little sister in the backyard somewhere, I popped and laughed on that when she put her in there. But anyway, those two going at it with the kendo sticks and all this stuff, it gave me a throwback of NXT. It gave me a throwback to Roxanne Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Not Rodriguez, Gonzalez. Yeah. So, to me, personally, in my personal opinion, this was the in-ring debut of Raquel on the main roster.
I think what really hurt her was her getting sick and having to go away for a long time.
No, what really hurt her was Vince.
Well, that too. Vince doesn't help anybody.
I mean, you had this woman come in, she's 6 foot something, all smiles, flexing her back.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying she ain't got a back, but you got Rhea and Bianca with a better style of a back than hers, a more defined back than hers. And you have her just flexing, smiling. It's like wearing those little weird colored, outfits. It's like, bro, this is what we want.
She needs to be a beast. She's what Nia should be.
That's what I'm saying, Kiara. That's what I'm saying. Having her all happy smiles and something. No, man. No. You got this woman out here with the lokes on, bandanas. Like she's who she is.
And if you think about it, since she was there before Rhea, she should have been Rhea before Rhea.
Thank you. I mean, she should at least be 1A and 1B to Rhea. Like you have these two women should be dominating WWE right now at the same time.
But I mean, if they're gonna do anything with the tag titles, even though they're feuding right now, bring them together and let them dominate the tag team division.
I'm just saying.
They're teasing a Rhea heel turn.
I'm just saying. I mean, Rhea does better work with the smaller talent, as we've seen. She can go toe to toe with anybody. So have Raquel be like the muscle and Rhea a little shorter, and she be like not the high flyer, but I mean, she's not the weakest. Yeah, so she's not the weakest, but clearly Raquel can be the strongest one between her and Rhea.
Yeah.
Yep. And I love the Matrix outfits too on both of them. It was like Edward Scissorhands and that chick from the Matrix. It was awesome.
If that Saudi seamstress does work.
Yeah. Yeah. But she had the barbed wire. This one had the, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, love Raquel. I would never ever have a bad thing to say about her. She took good photos. I was there. I have a photo. Shout out to Victoria.
Karrion Kross lost to Saudi Sammy.
Sammy.
But it's a good match though, right?
Yeah.
Well, he don't take bumps, so
allegedly, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And this is another one I wasn't mad at losing because I understood the assignment of the story is that the whole purpose of the story is to convince Sammy to reveal his true form, his true self. So he's always sacrificed himself for a loss. Because even after he lost, he was still trying to talk to Sammy. It's like, hey, it's not too late. Tell the truth. Yeah. And Sammy didn't tell the truth, and he paid the price on Monday.
Well, and they weren't going to have Sammy lose over in Saudi either.
No,
So those are his people over there.
right
But
now
yeah,
he's undefeated.
I like what they're doing with Karrion. They're
Yes.
going to push him.
Yep, and we get another match out of these two, which I'm happy.
Okay,
And
let me take
I heard-
that back. He does not deserve it. I hate that. He has earned it. He has organically earned that.
Yeah.
I heard Karrion and Scarlett's contract is coming up, and they will
Yeah,
re-sign them. So
good.
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh, see, I was worried about that. I was like, yeah, they're going to push him right out the door because I don't think they're going to resign him.
Yeah,
The rumors that they're pushing him and they're going to resign him, I'm for it.
yeah,
I don't like how
Drop him
TKO
back.
does their contracts.
He
I
is
don't-
the number one selling shirt right now.
yeah.
Really?
I don't see why he would let him go.
I don't either. But
I mean,
TKO's notorious for waiting last minute to re-sign.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
true.
But Karrion was over in Saudi, bro.
Yeah,
Man, it was like he had the keys to the city or something, man. It's like Santa Claus came to town or whatever. So it's like he was enjoying life, and Scarlett was just a happy wife, just seeing her husband get acknowledged the way that he was. And it's like he was just enjoying, he was all smiles. And it's like he was just he's a man of the people. He's literally the man of the people.
and all it took was that one interview, whether it was a shoot or not.
He
Okay.
said in that documentary that it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I'm not going to tell you
Right.
anything else.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, I can't see them letting him drop an F-bomb. That's kind of so,
maybe. I mean, it was like after the show, PLE. So
well, that wasn't even on with them. It was just a whole nother podcast.
exactly, which is
So,
yeah.
All right, Jade Cargill, Queen of the Ring. I loved her ring gear, Storm.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
sure.
pretty sweet.
The contacts, man. The contacts was awesome. I mean, she showed. I'm like, the first thing I said was like, oh, she is Storm. All right. That's what we're doing. And yeah, the presentation was amazing. It was immaculate.
Yeah.
So I was happy for that. It had like the little storm clouds and all that stuff with the snow. Like, she fit that build, man. The Storm did show up in Saudi.
With her, I'd say 90% of their 90% of the time, her wardrobe it's excellent.
Yeah. I love the Saudi wardrobes.
Yep. Look real.
She could
good.
dress like that all the time and it still wouldn't bother me.
Oh no,
Right.
No.
For sure. For sure. She could do this whenever she wants to.
Mhm.
I'll be all with it. And so well, that's the Queen of the Ring. Now the King of the Ring belongs to Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Raheem,
Cody Rhodes.
happy
What-
birthday!
About him winning the King of the Ring and where this goes from here.
SummerSlam bound.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it was pretty predictable.
yeah. And this time, yes, Randy Orton lost 2 years straight, but this time he did it to himself. So,
And he'll turn in.
yep. The student beat the master because the master set himself up. So now it's on. I mean, Orton could probably screw Cody out of that match at SummerSlam, or some other outside forces. You know, Travis Scott may pull up
No,
to New York.
no, they're everything that I'm reading right now is they're staying away from him.
Yeah, Phil, that's what I'm hearing. Like Travis Scott is gonna be barred.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he do?
Well, part of it was the whole R-Truth thing, and I think
R-Truth
another with R-Truth leaving and then him coming back, that was part of it. Because supposedly Travis Scott was supposed to be at Money in the Bank, but they instead inserted R-Truth for that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see them staying away because he's part of the story. The whole Cena story, the origin of Cena's heel.
Yeah, so is The Rock, but where's he?
Um,
Right?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
so plus Travis Scott hurt Cody. So you have that.
I mean, that's gonna keep him. That's gonna keep
And
him away.
I think some of the stuff from that concert from a couple of years ago where those people got killed is coming back up.
Oh,
I think we see Travis Scott again. You gonna hit that fiend one more time, especially in New York City. No, not New York City, but New Jersey. Yeah, they're gonna put out all the stops. This is WrestleMania summer. He'll be there.
I'd rather see Bad Bunny.
I think what put the nail in the coffin for him was when he hurt Golden Boy. As soon as he hurt Golden Boy, it was over for him.
Well, supposedly The Rock told him to, not to actually hurt him, but he said to lay it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he missed his mark. He's supposed to go to the cheek, not the eardrum. But
Right.
Us fellers, we got that strong pimp hand,
And Cody did a great job being classy about it, and I would have liked to see Travis Scott get his receipt, and Cody didn't give it to him.
I mean, he gave him the
Crossroads. That's no. I'm
he hit that. If you go back and watch that Crossroads, I'm pretty sure Triple H likes to bring everything full circle. So I'm pretty sure he'll get that slap eventually.
He earned it.
Yeah.
boss is coming. Yeah.
Yep. So is Jesus.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It's true too.
I mean,
Right, Solo Sikoa wins the U.S. title, and there's the debut of Kala Tunga, and also Tunga Loa is back. Do we have the Bloodline 3.0?
Supposedly Zilla's coming too.
Yep. And from what I was told and heard, that WWE is waiting for Zilla to finish up his probation.
Yeah.
Before they go ahead and put the pen to paper. So if his probation is up soon, it might be up just in time for Clash in Paris.
Okay.
And I could see him teaming up with Roman.
Yep.
Oh, really? I was about to say I could see him teaming up with Jacob Fatu because they have they have ties from back in the day.
He'd probably team up with Roman too.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what kind of Roman we getting.
Right.
I know, but I'm gonna be completely honest here, and I'm gonna sound like a fanboy. I need Roman Reigns back. I miss seeing him on TV. I ain't gonna lie to you. I loved Roman when it was fun to hate him and cool to hate him. I couldn't do it. I thought he was still cool, fake contacts and all. We need Roman back.
The whole company needs Roman back.
The needle mover, the head of the table.
Yeah.
Big
He's
dog.
just that good.
Yeah, I didn't really like Roman until he turned, and everything just started clicking.
I still think like when he came back, that still was during COVID era, maybe. But he came back and I saw that shirt, wreck shit and leave, or wreck stuff and leave.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
One of the best shirts ever made.
Wreck everyone and leave.
Yes, that one.
Good times.
So what do we think about
I like it.
Tala Tunga as being part of the bloodline here? Like, all 7-footer.
If they don't book him to be a monster, there's an issue.
Oh, they book him. You saw the way he manhandled Jacob.
Yeah.
They booking him to be the Tongans' youngest but dangerous and tall ass little brother. So once Thomas Tonga gets back, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe Roman comes back with got Omos in his team.
Omos.
Yeah.
He can pass as a
They got a
Samoan.
7-footer. Like he gonna get a 7-footer too, you know.
Okay, I see what we doing.
When Tonga Loa, I know his name's changed, but I know him as Tonga Loa. When Tonga Loa first came in, he was as bad as Tonga Loa. Ever since then, he's put in the work. His TNA stuff was fantastic. His stuff in New Japan was fantastic. If he can do anything like he did over there He's going to be a star in this company, I swear.
Well, the whole thing with going from Japan to WWE is fitting into the WWE style and adjusting to that.
Mm-hmm.
He was never a guy on the mic, so he's going to need a mouthpiece at some point. But he never really did anything on the mic.
I missed that. I missed that a lot.
I love it. I need a shirt that just says
Right. All right. Maria earlier, but now she gets to face Io Sky at the for the title at Evolution here. Looking forward to the matchup, Drew.
Yeah, I think Io has dug herself a hole by pretty much poking the bear. I mean, you beat her like, God knows 3-4 times in your career. Why are you keep trying to test this woman to eventually crack the code and wind up losing your championship? So this can go either way. I would love to see if WWE will pull the trigger and actually have Io win again to set Rhea off and have her, get that heel turn that Jeremy was alluding to earlier. Because I can see her getting ticked off, or maybe Rhea does what she got to do and turns heel and beats Io for the championship. So we get a heel Rhea. Either way it goes, I think if the draft is happening after SmackDown, I think she's probably gonna move on to SmackDown as a heel. Yeah. But if Stephanie Valkyria wins that battle royal, her versus Io or her versus Rhea is gonna feed families. Yeah. And I'm here for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Bianca is going to win that though and go to Bash in Paris. Big 3 triple threat. Who's Darth Vader?
Jake.
What I do? Sorry, I told Dale. I'm still trying to get used to using this microphone, so I probably got the mic too close to me. My bad.
Making out with it.
Thoughts about this? Thoughts about this matchup here, Jake?
It's one of those moments where I really don't know who's going to win.
Okay.
Could this be a title change, and like Jeremy had said, maybe a heel turn coming here too? I don't know. I want to say I like Io's title reign so far, but the fact of the matter is she hasn't really defended it much.
Exactly.
So what are we going to do? What's this outcome going to be? Are we just tired of this reign of Io because they don't know what to do with her? Give it back to your highlight star. But then at the end of the day, for me, I'm a fan of Rhea Ripley just like any other guy. But I'm just tired of seeing her in the title picture. I don't know. I know I'm alone in there probably, but there's nothing new. It's getting stale.
It's I think what it is, this is once again the Liv Morgan effect. Because Liv Morgan was supposed to be the one to fight Io Evolution. So with Liv gone, they got to fill that void, and they got to fill that void with someone that's believable. You can just build a match out of thin air, because you can't put someone else in there and be like, "Well, you expect me to believe this is going to be good?"
Right, and somebody they know they can trust too.
Yeah, just throw Rhea in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean she's going to win, but she's believable that all right, this match is going to go. So it's one of those, and there's a lot of Liv Morgan effects that happen on Monday night, because of her injury. So this is one of them. So she's only there because Liv is gone. So if Liv was there, Rhea be probably having another feud with Raquel, or probably moving on to something else.
It's kind of funny since we're talking about Liv, how I can't help but to think of like how she started with Riot Squad. She was terrible, and to see how much she's grown to where they're actually building shows around her. That is awesome.
Yeah,
I love watching the evolution of wrestlers like that.
Yeah,
I still remember her having a match against Carmella on NXT, and it was terrible.
Yeah,
and they made him do it the next week.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between the two back then.
Yeah, they both wore the same the same outfit with the same shoes. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
The weakest one from the Riot Squad, literally up there, is one of the faces of a division, and it's like it sucks that she went down at literally peak of this story, and she was definitely gonna have a summer to remember.
Yeah, it flipped the entire Evolution pay-per-view upside down from what I was reading.
Yep.
Yeah, it was built around her.
So if anything, Rhea probably would have just been in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, probably.
So
Which
I can't
again,
really,
Used to win it.
yeah, we can't really fault Rhea on this time around because she was literally a replacement.
But
Who you gonna
wouldn't
put
it
in there,
make sense-
Maxine?
What? No.
Right.
Wouldn't it make? No. Listen though. Wouldn't it? Well, no. They were going to be in a tag team. I thought they were going to be up for the tag team titles. I didn't know that Liv was going to be in for that spot. Oh, fair enough. Well, then again, why isn't this? And this is helping your point out, Trill. Why wouldn't, or how come they couldn't just plug in Raquel into that spot?
Because she's involved with the tag team titles right now, and
So was Liv.
Right. Exactly, but she's gonna be in the tag team with Roxanne, so Roxanne replaced Liv. That's another Liv effect. So because it was supposed to be Roxanne and then against Dom and Liv, but they pretty much scrapped that for now because Liv is gone. So it's like, all right, well, replace her with Roxanne. So they're gonna have this. So we still might get the Bella twins after all later on down the road, or maybe the Tonga twins or something. But yeah, Raquel was pretty much still going to be just the tag team champion, was going to probably help Liv become women's world champion, and she just would have been Liv 2 belts. That would have been it. So yeah, I don't think Raquel has done anything to actually deserve a title shot. I mean, she beat Rhea. I mean, she didn't even beat Rhea, so why would you reward that with a title shot?
At this point, if Liv wouldn't have got hurt, I'm saying give her the Mercedes Moné effect. Give her all the belts.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, I'm still a hard pass on that just because it's Sasha Banks. That's a hard pass for me every time.
It ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. We had a good discussion about that earlier.
After they are the new tag team champions after the New Day dropped the titles. Thoughts about this? I was kind of surprised to see this happen.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not mad.
I'm not either.
I'm not gonna be one of those people like, oh, they did this to the black people again. Boo hoo. No, they didn't do nothing with those titles. No. They were just holding them hostages in the back. One of them was dressed like a pimp.
Yeah.
And just chilling. So again, Liv effect. You know, they're not gonna push this whole breakup angle right now. So you know what? Just act like we don't remember and just keep them together, have them win the tag team titles, have them wear all the gold.
Well, now, really, what can you do with New Day at this point?
Not a damn thing.
Right. So.
And at this point, it's like no one cares about them. Literally, no one cares about them.
I think this heel turn actually hurt them. It is not working for them whatsoever.
Well, Stack agrees with you. WWE fumbled the New Day heel turn.
Well, I would say yes, and also the whole Odyssey Jones thing hurt them too.
Yep. Yep.
So it was supposed to be the three of them.
Came of that. I mean, isn't he like free and clear?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, he was, but at this point, it's like, meh.
Did you see what he tweeted?
No.
So they brought Nikki Bella back, and he said, "Oh, so it was basically who you are, and not what you do." Because she
he had a point.
She beat her husband.
Yes.
And they let her back.
Yes.
And he was cleared, and they're not doing anything with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Nikki Bella is
a money maker.
Is a nobody.
Yeah. she's already well known and to WWE standards a legend. And Odyssey Jones was still a rookie.
Yeah.
So it's like those domestic violence stuff, they don't play about that. Any type of allegation you out of there. The whole Nikki Bella situation, I mean.
Well, I think he was just more pointing out the double standard.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, he should know that there's levels, and he wasn't on that level yet. So it's like you're just, chick got you caught up in some stuff that you shouldn't have been in, and it unfortunately cost you your job. So for now, at least, but It was a bad situation.
Hey, and again, look at
Same
this.
thing with Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I was about to say this has happened to 2 other superstars, not just Odyssey Jones. This has happened to Matt Riddle, who was also freed and cleared. This happened to Velveteen Dream, who was free and cleared. Odyssey Jones.
Velveteen Dream did not help his case by going off the rails like he did.
No, 100%. But I'm just saying, Odyssey Jones did the right thing instead of just kind of crying about it in the background.
Please make that happen.
Oh shit, I'm for it too.
You just seen the news here?
Yeah, that's I'm like.
No, I think Odyssey Jones did the right thing because you're not. If Matt Riddle didn't get signed back, if Velveteen Dream did not get signed back, you're not getting signed back. So go the fuck off. Have your moment in the spotlight. Let them know you're pissed.
But at the same time, it also, like, to your point, is like those guys didn't get brought back. So you're tweeting about a female getting brought back.
Right. Go to TNA and build your stock back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not the end of the world. So sometimes tweets can hurt you in the long run.
Yep.
But yeah, like you're tweeting about
deleted it.
Yeah, you're tweeting about a female getting rehired when there's other guys who Alberto Del Rio, he's basically blacklisted within WWE for something he actually was guilty of doing.
Yeah.
So why are you picking on a female?
I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do with his contract. If they're going to just kind of keep him sitting and let it expire, or if they're just going to outright fire him.
He's gonna be part of Rusev Day. I'm just
hope not. I don't think WWE's ever going to bring him back because Triple H is in creative. Like, hey, what about Del Rio? Nope.
No, he's not coming back. I'm just saying, like, if they're going to let him keep him off TV and everything and just let his contract.
Yes.
That would be a fantastic match. I don't know who that is or how to pronounce that.
Yes.
That would be a fantastic match.
Yes. Relive that those days and have Champ versus
100%.
I didn't have. What if you have Jordan Grace beat Masha Slamovich, so she technically goes back to TNA with the knockout championship?
They got love for it. They'd be for it.
But I think, honestly, Masha should be the one because they already got NXT Trick Williams winning TNA gold. Yeah. So why do it again with Jordan? Right. Just have Masha come over and
do
take
it that way.
Take it from JC.
Please do it.
Please.
WWE, I will pay you to do that.
Will WWE's creatives ego let them do that though?
Yes.
Hey, look, if TNA's willing to give,
it's a give and take
too.
It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Someone was going to cross over first, and then the other one will follow.
Yeah, but it helps TNA more.
Hey, John, appreciate the breaking news, but I am planning on watching TNA when the show's over. So let's just leave it. Let's just keep it right there because I'm gonna catch up on it when this is over.
I did hear Grace was supposed to be going to the main roster too, but like I think it's good for her to stay in NXT, honestly. But
yeah, I mean she'll get there. It's gonna be patience, man. Yeah. She'll get there. She'll get there.
Well, she's already proved that she can hang.
Yeah,
she just needed like all the camera stuff, I guess.
Exactly. Just like how long was Julia and Stephanie at NXT before they went to the main roster? Like a good six months. 4 months. So Jordan's, give her time. She'll get there.
All right. Thoughts on Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase?
Now,
gold.
Generic.
Now, it kind of reminds me of the old one, the Architect one, when he won, when he's part of the Authority.
Yeah, I like
yeah, but that logo was way better.
This is true.
I still got that shirt.
This is a theory that I was talking about. So there's a rumor I had that once Gunther decompose, buries Bill Goldberg at Saturday Night's Main Event. There's rumor that based on what we saw on Monday, CM Punk's getting a world title shot against Gunther, and whatever happens in that match at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins is going to bring that briefcase down and attempt to relive history, and that's where we get Roman Reigns to pretty much stop all of that Now I don't know if he's gonna lose his cash in, and he's gonna come in because I think what it is he's gonna cash in. The match is gonna be a triple threat, and then that's when Roman comes down. So I think by the end of the year, there's gonna be a lot of players involved surrounding that World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, Jeremy.
That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I'm wondering if anybody's going to come back with Roman too.
If it's for Seth Rollins, it's gonna come back by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Seth cash in at Saturday Night Main Event. Let Goldberg beat Gunther for it, and then let Seth come in and cash in on Goldberg.
There we go.
Look,
And
so
that's how they put the title on Seth.
mark my words on that. We're going to be seeing Roman come back before SummerSlam, and it will be a Saturday Night Main Event because Seth's taking part of it. He will cost him the LA Night match, but you guys might be right. He might be okay enough to go cash in, especially since he's got two bruisers with him that can knock down whoever wins the championship match.
The reason I think they should do it that way is because it's in Atlanta. So if Goldberg wins the title, you get the crowd at the highest of highs, right? And then Seth cashes in on him, major heat. So that would kind of set the tone for that title run.
I agree. You know, they got all these players involved. I wish they would just bring back like the 6-pack challenge,
Yes.
or championship scramble,
Yes.
you know, something like that. Because there's a whole lot of people involved that can walk out with the World Heavyweight Championship.
Even more gauntlet matches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lena's got Seth cashing in on Cena.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to take him at his word. He just showed up to screw over CM Punk.
Yeah.
And if it meant cashing in on Punk, screw it.
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Cena retire with the title.
I'm anxiously intrigued to see if they're actually going to do that.
Yeah.
And have a tournament or something. Ooh, what if they do? What if he does win and retire with the championship, and they do like a Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns type of thing? Have go old school and have the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship.
Ooh. That only happened once, didn't it?
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
If
That was when Flair won it.
2015's back in the day.
No, I'm talking about back in the day when Flair won.
Oh,
was
okay.
like
I was about to say the last time the Royal Rumble had
93 or 94 or something like that.
the last time the Royal Rumble had it up for the WWE Championship was in 2015, and everyone was pissed Dean didn't win then.
No,
Triple H
I'm talking about when Flair won, he became the WWE champion by winning the Royal Rumble. They can do that if Cena does retire in December with the championship. That'd be something never be seen before in many moons. So if they actually pull that off, it's like, wow.
So was the back then? Sorry, Dale. I know that hurts. Back then was the you're not coach isn't here. You got to take the old jokes, Dale. I'm sorry. Was the title vacant for that Ric Flair?
No, Hogan was the champion.
Okay, so then in 2015, who was the champion? Was it Roman?
Roman was the champion. He had
and Triple H won the Royal Rumble.
Okay, so it's only happened twice. So we could have another one, and I'm cool with it. I would love that.
Yeah. Yep. They should do that if they're going to do that. And since the Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi, what a way to crown a new champion in Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
Give them their money's worth.
Yep.
All right. Double pin on Raw between Lara and Bailey. That was supposed to be for the number one contendership for the women's IC title. So with both of them having a double pin, we're going to have a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
I understand why they did it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, me and Jeremy had that discussion. He's like, they could have did this. They're going to be the same thing.
I mean, there were so many other ways to get there.
All of them are stupid. So, this
they
was the most logical one.
Yeah, they painted themselves into a corner on that one.
Yep.
Okay. What's going on with this, Seth Rollins and LA Knight kind of beef too?
Yeah.
It just seemed like randomly kind of pop up.
Yeah, I was about to say it just came out of nowhere.
I mean, they kept screwing LA Knight out of the King of the Ring tournament, and he, vice versa, screwed Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker out of the King of the Ring tournament. So it looks like we're getting, Seth Rollins and LA Knight at obviously Saturday night's main event. So they're setting up to move LA Knight to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like he's trying to cut the head off the snake.
Yep. Because he needs something else, man. Because SmackDown, he's reached that ceiling peak on SmackDown. He's not winning the WWE Championship.
LA Knight's being used as a main event jobber, and I hate it.
I kind of have to agree.
You know what? I'm sure he doesn't hate it because he's getting TV time.
Did they completely nix the draft?
Huh?
I thought that there was supposed to be an announcement for a draft within the last month, and they never did it. So did they just nix it?
I thought you said giraffe. I'm like, the hell?
Giraffe. Yeah, Jeffrey, Toys R Us, baby.
I don't know. Maybe as SummerSlam approaches, they'll probably start announcing the draft. Maybe.
Well, they normally do the draft like within a month and a half after WrestleMania, and they've completely looked over that.
Yeah, I think they're probably gonna do it after SummerSlam because they like to build stuff at the last week or last 2 weeks. So you probably not gonna hear about this until August.
Well, and now that we got TKO in charge, I mean, we don't really know anything anymore.
Well, again, with the same thing though, is that if you're getting real like crowd reactions and some serious love, like from one of our fans down here saying about LA Knight being in the main event, but he's a main event jobber, they don't want him because he's been showing up more on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
TKO loves him there.
Mm-hmm.
Do the draft and move him to Raw.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But the quicker you do it, the better, and save it for the draft because you're going to get a huge pop out of it.
He's probably gonna be the first round draft pick.
Now, did you guys like the draft where they walked out and made their pick, or did you like the mix board?
I don't care for any of the drafts.
Really? Dale, I'll tell you what, one of my favorite things ever to do, 6-year-old Jake, back in the day, playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, starting season mode off with the draft. I love doing that. I literally started over season mode after season mode just so I could do a draft.
To me, wrestling is that thing where a draft doesn't make sense. To me, a draft is more of a team sport.
They draft factions.
Yeah, and tag teams.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Bloodline got drafted to SmackDown.
It never makes sense. Make the rules up as they go along.
I kind of miss the old days of the in the 2000s when they used to have matches, and they pick and they also have matches as well too. So you really did, and the draft board as well. So you really didn't know who was. Well, you kind of figure out sometimes who was getting it, but they should do a mixture of a lot of stuff. But they're gonna probably do the same way they've been doing lately because now they're part of ESPN, so they can probably do it like the NFL way. Have the ticker at the bottom, this person was, former this, and the rounds go they should at least have more picks in these rounds.
Yep. Anybody catch the hints dropped on Monday with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed segment? Plan B, Braun touching that Money in the Bank case, Bronson questioning.
Yeah, they're bringing in some more people. Who? I do not know. They're bringing in some more people. It's I don't know who it is, but all I say, I think The Rock has his fingerprints on all this stuff involving the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship.
So when are we officially going to start calling him Braun?
Oh, it's already been doing. I've been doing it on my show already. He's Braun. They're Braun.
Braun to the square.
Thank you, CM Punk. They're Braun.
All right. And last item I've got Jey Uso saved the day for Sami Zayn and Penta.
I don't know why he's there. I mean, I know why he's there, but he's no longer World Heavyweight Champion, so I don't know why he's there.
He took his title.
I mean, Gunther took his title. What the hell I gotta do with Sammy? I mean, I guess because Sammy's out there, so you gotta help his boy out.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna tie into Roman coming back too. So it's a big, interesting clusterfuck over there.
So
On
do
Monday
you
Night
think
Raw.
we get the original Bloodline back together?
I mean, it's like the Avengers. When something goes down, they just throw up the signal. They'll come running. But I think Jimmy's gonna be rolling with Jacob, so he might just be Roman and
Throw him in there
Jay.
too. Screw it. I could see Roman and Jacob joining forces there for a little bit.
That's gonna feed families.
Yep.
Feed families.
And I'm just gonna say that Solo's underrated.
Yep, that's I'm
Okay.
glad he finally won the championship.
It's like,
Hey,
there are times that I question him, but then he
He's
steps
hilarious.
it up, and it's like, okay, I see where you're
Hey,
going. With
real
this.
quick, I'm glad that he had at least a small naysayer because I saw this specialness in NXT when he was a badass. Now he's showing a different side of himself where he could be funny. I mean, come on. I couldn't stop laughing. Really? 4 letters,
not only
one
is he
word.
funny-
Stop.
And not only is Solo funny, but he's funny with an edge.
He's an Uso.
He's great.
He's Uso. He's baby Uso. They finally let him tap into the other Uso side of him. Like he's a jokester, but he's not joking with. Now
Right.
imagine the moment those three get together, and they start being funny and joking around. This is gonna be Comedy Central with those.
And then
three.
you throw Sammy in the mix. I don't care what anybody says. Sammy had the all-time funniest Bloodline moment when he threw in the Uzi comment. That was freaking hilarious.
Hey, I'll give
Freaking Roman, bro. Like,
I still watch it to this day.
Yeah. Hey, I'll give him something though. Solo was really good at holding it back, but there was the one house show where he was like, "That's my dog," and he had to put the towel over his face because
Yeah.
he finally broke. But he didn't break on TV. He
Yeah.
kept the
Yeah, he did.
professionalism.
No, he did break on TV.
Oh, he did win.
When Sammy was telling the story, it was like, "My dog, where's my dog?" And I was like, "My dog, I'm right here." And Solo was like, he chuckled. He was like, "Dang, got him." That's the only time he broke on camera.
Solo's the man. Solo
Yeah.
and Jacob Fatu are by far my favorite.
Yep.
Solo at Money in the Bank, man, had me dying. When he's like doing everyone's signature gestures or whatever, and then at the build up towards Night of Champions in that match when he was doing Jacob Shake. It's like it's
Love it.
like this Solo where he can, it's a mix of goofy but yet still, the former enforcer of the bloodline.
Yeah.
This is like once every member of the Anawari family and the Fatu family, when they're given that green light to be themselves, you can mix that in with everything.
Am I the only one that thinks they need to keep Nia away from all that?
I mean, you can't, man. She's part of the.
I know she's part of the
Yeah, the distant bloodline.
I think she actually, if they really let her be her, I think she would actually be pretty cool too.
I'd rather see Naomi a part of it than her.
I mean, she's married, so yeah, you're gonna see her regardless.
and
But
I
yeah,
want them all together.
yeah.
Then we just have one brand that's just the.
I mean, it could be like the NWO versus WCW.
Right, they're the new NWO.
Like, oh, you're one of us? Cool. Put a shirt on.
Right.
All right, man. Let's have some final thoughts. Go around the room here. Jake, let's start off with you, man.
Yeah, I'm still sticking to what I said with earlier. You will see Roman back before SummerSlam, more than likely. Saturday night main event. Tatum Paxley, the GOAT. That's all I got.
All right, Jeremy.
I'm looking forward to this Masha Slamovich match now. I want to see her take some gold. Also, I want the new Sirius station, Pro Wrestling Nation, 24 hours of wrestling talk. Check it out if you haven't. That's all I got.
Good stuff. Trell.
I'm looking forward to July, mid-July, everything that's going down in Atlanta. And then you got like the Great American Bash, and then you have Saturday night's main event, and you got Evolution. So I'm looking forward to those 2 days next weekend on how everything's going to unfold. And hopefully we can see Bianca Belair come back and win that Battle Royal, so she gets a shot at, Clash in Paris for the title. And then whatever happens between Jade and Naomi at SummerSlam, that's going to carry over to Clash in Paris. Well, someone's going to still want their rematch, and Bianca's going to crash out because she's going to be, I'm sick and tired of these former champions coming in here, getting in my business, causing these triple threats. So that story has to culminate with those three going at it.
Okay.
Shield style.
Got you. All right. Well, my final thought is Tiffy, holla at your boy.
Hey, man, Dale trying to build the roster over here. I see what you're doing, Odell.
Holla at your boy.
Hey, you know what? I just realized something.
He's
Dale
gonna have
ain't
an
got
evolution of his own.
Dale really ain't got a type. This man's type is all of them.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah, type A.
Exactly right, Jake.
Type
I
A.
like all.
A through Z.
You ain't lying, Jake. So, all right. That's going to wrap up our show. We'll see y'all again next week. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for chiming in. You guys have been wonderful. We hope to see you again. Shout out to everybody streaming on STWFsports.com, where you can watch all our podcasts live. So appreciate you guys, and then we'll see you next week. Kenny Omega, take us home.
Nice to meet you too. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.